I'm going to give you a tour of our 2026 Advanced Notion template. It is so organized. You truly cannot get more organized than this. So let me show you everything in this template. Okay, I'm going to start on the main page. Now I'm showing you our example, which is filled out. There are a few differences between the one that you'll actually be using on a daily basis versus our example. So I'll make sure to tell you that. But how we have our Notion set up is the main page is your yearly page. This is where you go and plan the big things for the year. We then have our monthly page, which you plan every single month, then goes into your weekly page, and then goes into your daily page. So it really does go from big picture to smaller picture. On this main page, if we scroll down, you can see that we have the monthly calendar. We then have quick links throughout the entire Notion template. This is there so that you can really quickly get to all of our organization pages. On the quick links right here, we have our finance, goals, daily journal, yearly to-dos, and birthdays organization page. This is what the finance page looks like. And obviously every single month has one of these pages. This is what our goals page looks like. Our yearly to-dos page, which is one of my absolute favorite pages, and a page to keep track of all of your family and friends' birthdays. Back on the main page, at the bottom of the quick links, we have a spot where you can actually add in your Spotify playlist, which is so awesome. And then we're going to keep scrolling down. This is one of those places that looks slightly different in the example that I'm showing you versus the one that you actually download. In the one that you actually download, this is going to have January as a button, February, March, April, May, June, etc., etc. So all of the months will have a button. For this example month, we are going to click in. Like I said, we get more and more granular as the Notion template goes on. So here is our monthly page. We have our monthly calendar. This is where you click into our weekly page. I'll get to that in 2 seconds. We have a place where you can write down your monthly to-dos, notes, and again, more quick links. You already saw the finance page and the goals page, but I'll quickly show you our routines page, which looks like this. Scrolling down, we have even more quick links. We really tried to make it as easy as possible to get to all of our pages. So you've already seen all of those. Here are those morning and night routines that pulled in from our routines page. Same with the birthdays, all of those birthdays for that specific month pulled in from the birthdays page. And then we have more organization pages down here. You haven't seen the travel planner. So that looks like this. Here's our gift organizer. This is so nice during the holidays. And then our contacts page looks like this. Okay, so that is what the monthly page looks like. Now let's get even more granular and go to our weekly page. Every single week for the entire year is set up like this. So you have a look directly into that specific week. This pulls in from your main monthly calendar. And then we have more quick links. You already saw the daily journal. You have not seen the habit tracker. So that looks like this. The meal plan. I feel like I'm saying all of these are my favorite pages, but this is so nice to be able to plan out on a Sunday and go through the entire week and figure out what you're eating for all your meals and then write your grocery list and your weekly cleaning checklist, which looks like this. I always like to fill this out on a Sunday, so I'll write down my top 3 priorities for the week. I will then go down and write my priorities for every single day. You can see on the side here that all of those meals that we put in our meal plan pull in right here, and then there's also a spot where you can add in your workout. So every single day has that. Here's more quick links on the side. I'll get to the daily pages in 2 seconds, but here is where you can get to those weekly organization pages and those monthly organization pages. And then let's continue on getting even more nitty-gritty with the daily pages. So every single day has a daily page. You can get to that daily page from right here, and right here on each day. Let's click in to Monday. And while this is Monday, every single day it looks the exact same. So that top 3 priorities that you did on the weekly overview get pulled into here. You then have 5 a.m. to midnight time blocking, which is so nice. You have a place to write down all of your to-dos, any notes that you need to do, more quick links so you can really quickly look at your finances, your goals, and your routines, and then it pulls in your weekly schedule. And that is a tour of our 2026 Advanced Notion template. You can really see what I mean by how we continue to get more and more granular with every single page. You cannot get more organized than this. I also have a really similar tour for our beginner Notion template. The difference between our advanced and our Notion template is that our advanced Notion is just a lot more visual. There's a lot more places to click, which is so nice because again, you can get so organized, but Notion can be a little tricky to figure out. So this advanced Notion template is our most popular Notion product, but I like to put just like a little warning on there that if you've never used Notion before, I do recommend starting with the beginner one. It's tricky to figure out, but once you figure it out, it is really amazing. It's so nice that you can pull it up on your iPad, your computer, your phone, and it's just a really accessible place to stay insanely organized.